In 1994, a German archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt walked across a hill in southeastern Turkey that local farmers had used for decades. A hill covered in broken limestone they considered useless rubble. Schmidt recognized it immediately as something else entirely. What he eventually uncovered rewrote the accepted timeline of human civilization. A massive complex of carved stone pillars, arranged in deliberate circles, built 6,000 years before the pyramids of Egypt, by people who, according to everything archaeology believed at the time, were not supposed to be capable of building anything like it at all. Göbekli Tepe means potbelly hill in Turkish. It sits on a limestone plateau near the city of Sanliurfa, close to the Syrian border. Radiocarbon dating places its oldest structures at approximately 9,600 BCE, making it roughly 11,600 years old, and over 6,000 years older than Stonehenge, and predating the Great Pyramid of Giza by around 7,000 years. This date placed the site squarely in the pre-pottery Neolithic period, before humans in the region had invented pottery, before they had developed writing, and critically, before most archaeologists believed organized agriculture had even begun. The theory at the time was simple. Monumental architecture required farming, farming required settled villages, and settled villages required centuries to organize enough labor to build something like this. The site consists of multiple circular enclosures, each built around massive T-shaped limestone pillars, some standing over 5 meters tall and weighing up to 10 tons. The pillars are arranged in rings, with 2 larger central pillars facing each other inside each circle. Many are covered in relief carvings. Foxes, boars, snakes, scorpions, vultures, and other animals, carved with a level of skill that implies specialized craftsmanship, not the work of casual hunter-gatherers with no formal training. Radar surveys conducted by the German Archaeological Institute since the 1990s suggest the visible excavated portion is only a small fraction of the full site. Potentially 20 or more additional stone circles remain buried beneath the hill, unexcavated to this day. Even stranger, at some point after each circle was used for a period of time, its builders deliberately buried it under tons of packed rubble and soil before building a new circle nearby. No one has definitively explained why an ancient community would go through the enormous effort of burying a structure they just spent years constructing. Klaus Schmidt led excavations at the site from 1995 until his death in 2014, publishing his findings through the German Archaeological Institute and in journals including Antiquity. His central conclusion, now widely accepted in mainstream archaeology, was that Göbekli Tepe was likely a ceremonial or ritual gathering site, not a settlement where people lived permanently, since excavations found no evidence of domestic housing, hearths for daily living, or burial sites typical of a residential community. This suggested something radical, that religious or ceremonial motivation, not farming, may have been the actual driving force that first brought scattered hunter-gatherer groups together to cooperate on a massive scale, potentially reversing the assumed order of agriculture first, religion later. Later excavations found evidence of large-scale food preparation at the site, including massive stone vessels capable of holding hundreds of liters of liquid, alongside grinding stones, suggesting the site also hosted large feasts, possibly linked to seasonal gatherings of multiple hunter-gatherer groups. The site's age and sophistication has fueled numerous alternative theories beyond mainstream archaeology. Some researchers, most notably in the 2017 Gobekli Tepe as Astronomical Observatory study by Martin Sweatman, proposed that the animal carvings represent constellations and encode a specific astronomical date connected to a hypothesized comet impact around 10,950 BCE. This theory remains controversial and has not been broadly accepted by mainstream archaeologists, who argue the astronomical interpretations are highly speculative. Fringe theories go further, suggesting the site is evidence of a lost advanced prehistoric civilization or even extraterrestrial influence, pointing to the precision of the stonework as evidence of knowledge too advanced for the period. Mainstream archaeologists reject this, noting that the tools and techniques found at the site are entirely consistent with skilled Stone Age craftsmanship using flint tools, without requiring any technology beyond what hunter-gatherer societies of the era are known to have possessed. What is firmly established? Göbekli Tepe is genuinely, verifiably around 11,600 years old, confirmed through multiple independent radiocarbon dating studies. It represents the oldest known monumental stone architecture built by humans anywhere on Earth, and it has fundamentally changed how archaeologists understand the relationship between early religion, social organization, and the origins of agriculture in the Fertile Crescent. What remains genuinely unknown? Why specific circles were deliberately buried, the full extent of the still unexcavated site, and the precise symbolic meaning behind the carved animals. Excavations are still ongoing, and Gobekli Tepe was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2018. Gobekli Tepe didn't just uncover an old temple, it uncovered a gap in our understanding of who we were, right at the very beginning of civilization. Proof that long before cities, before writing, before agriculture as we knew it, humans were already capable of extraordinary things. The hill that farmers once dismissed as useless rubble turned out to hold the oldest deliberate monument human hands have ever built. If you enjoyed uncovering this file, subscribe to Shadow Archives, because next time we open a new case,